Hey friends, welcome back. If it's your first time here, my name is Jess, and I like to take you guys around my house and do any project with me that I'm currently working on. In last week's episode, we started with Easter DIYs, and this week is going to be part 2 of that episode. We couldn't fit it all in one episode, so you get 2 for the money. Well, there's no money involved. But anyway, it was fun getting things from the thrift store and upcycling things from the Dollar Tree and using them as Easter decor in my home. So I'd like to show you what we did and how we did it. So let's go. The first project we're going to work on is replacing these Christmas prints in these frames from the Dollar Tree with some Easter prints. I like these frames. They're super cute. They are wood with some beading on the outside, and they were $1.25 from the Dollar Tree. I got this paper from the thrift shop for 25 cents for the pack. I don't necessarily care for the vines and grapes that are on it, but I like the color of the background. It's not bright white, it's more of a cream color or an off-white, and I think it just looks better with these vintage prints. The program that I use to print these prints is called Creative Fabrica. I think I mentioned that before in one of my other episodes. You sign up as a subscription. I think you can pay monthly, but because we use it so often, we just pay the annual fee. So I just replaced the Christmas prints that we have in there, and there you have it, a cute little vintage carrot frame. And if you've been around for a while, you know that at Christmas time, we painted this frame with gold rub and buff and added a Christmas hymnal page. But I found this He Is Risen rabbit print from Creative Fabrica that I thought would be perfect to fit inside this frame. And what I love about these photo frames is that you pay $1.25 for them, but you can use them over and over and over again, just swapping out the picture or the print, or in the one case I used, a hymnal. There you have it. Do you guys remember this creepy little bunny bowl? I don't know why, it just creeped me out. I think it was the pointed ears or the way that the eyes looked, but I decided to give the whole thing a coat of spray paint. I got this can of spray paint at Ollie's for $4.99. It is the Magnolia brand in the color yarn. And after the bottom was all sprayed and dried, I flipped the bowl over and painted the top and inside the bowl, and of course let that dry well. And my idea here was to recycle an old candle that I had made that had a bad wick and it would not burn, but I still wanted to use the wax. So I decided that I would recycle that candle and make a candle out of this bunny bowl. And to recycle the wax, I just took the whole jar and put it in a boiling water and just waited until that completely melted and I was able to pour the wax into the bowl. And here I just used a wick sticker and a wick, and these popsicle sticks have little holes in them that hold the wick into place. So after I poured the hot wax in, I just let that all completely dry before I trimmed the wick. That wick and took that popsicle stick off. And this is lavender scented, so now this once creepy bunny bowl is now filled with a lavender scented candle. And this here is the shelf in my boys' bathroom. If you saw the episode in the past, it was a thrifted upcycle that I did, and it's still hanging here, but I wanted to update it for spring. So here is the Peter Rabbit tin. I filled it with soap, and I'm adding the little vintage carrot print. And of course, I need to clean the shelf while I have everything off. And if you've been around for a while, you know that I have been trying to switch out my toxic cleaning products. So this here is a thieves cleaner by Young Living. It comes in a concentrate and you mix it with water. I've refilled the flossers and the Q-tips while I was at it and gave everything a good cleaning. And there's our bunny candle, which I thought looked better at the bottom. And then a thrifted little clock to keep them on time. And these aren't huge changes at all, just a couple little thrifted or Dollar Tree finds that I upcycled to change this shelf up for the season. Last episode, I showed you these little salt and pepper shakers that I found at the Dollar Tree, and I want to use them for a different purpose. So I am filling in the salt and pepper shaker part with some spackling, and then I'm going to let that dry, and I will wipe that off with a damp cloth after it is all dry so that I can paint the carrot and the bunny. And like I said, after they were dry, I wiped that off, and I just used a toned down color orange and more of a sage green for this carrot. I wanted it to have more of a muted look and not be so bright, so I just went over the existing paint with some paint that I had custom made. And the bunny, I used the Country Chic color Soiree, which is like a tan. And these ended up costing me about 75 cents per piece. And you can gladly use them as salt and pepper shakers. And I think that would be such a sweet little addition to your Easter table. But I had thrifted a globe or like a cloche that I wanted to put this bunny in. And I'll show you that in just a minute. And remember these from last week? I think they're egg holders, I'm pretty sure. And they are super cute as is, but I wanted to rub them down with some decorative glaze. This here is by Rust-Oleum, so I will just wipe it on with a paper towel and then wipe it off. And it just tones down the brightness of the white and gives it a little bit more of an antique or an off-white color. This next project was a little time consuming, so I did speed up the process here, but if you have any specific questions, just comment down below and I was sure to let you know more specific steps. These eggs I found at the dollar store for $1.25 each. They are styrofoam, but they were wrapped in a string. So I used spackling and covered them completely with the spackling. I let them dry and I fluffed off the extra spackling after they were dry. And then I gave each egg a coat of paint. I did custom color a lot of these paints, so I don't have specific paint names. This one here is the Soiree by Country Chic. And to let these dry, to hold them upright, I used a toilet paper or an empty toilet paper roll and just cut them in little rings there you can see. And they were the perfect little piece to hold these eggs until they were dry. And I just love the end result of these. After they dry, they kind of crackled a bit. And it gave the egg more of a stone texture, or just made it feel like it had more substance than just being a light styrofoam egg. And my idea for these eggs was to put them in a large basket with some Spanish moss and make a centerpiece for my dining room table. And you might remember this basket that I found at the thrift shop before Christmas. I filled it with some Spanish moss and I used some old grocery bags to elevate the Spanish moss. And here in Florida, Spanish moss is abundant outside on the trees, but I do like to put it in a Ziploc bag and freeze it for 48 hours just so that we're not having critters crawl around our house. And there you have it. A cute little Easter basket. And here I just want to clean off the dining room table. This is homemade cleaner that I make that has Dawn dish soap, lemon juice, vinegar, and water in it. I use it for my multi-purpose cleaner. And I'm going to cover the table with this piece of fabric. It's not even a tablecloth, but I found it in the Goodwill bins. It's a very thick piece of fabric that is a beautiful off-white color, and it fit perfectly on the table. And then I will cover that with a runner that I also found in the Goodwill bins. And if you're not familiar with the Goodwill bins, you should check that out. They sell clothing at our Goodwill bins for $1.49 a pound, and these items fell into that category. This next upcycle was a super simple one because I actually kind of liked how these eggs looked as is, but I wanted to flick some black paint on these eggs just to give them a little speckle and a little more realistic feel or look, and not so much plastic shiny eggs. So that's all I did to these, and then I took a piece of jute twine and crisscross tied that onto the egg carton, and that was all that I did to these eggs. Super simple, super cute little Easter decor for $1.25. I found these really sweet napkins. I think I found them at Michael's, but I loved the scalloped edge and the Easter floral, such a spring feel. I got this hurricane glass at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just using Mod Podge all around the vase, and I'm going to go ahead and put that napkin on. I didn't even peel the excess layer off. I know a lot of times people like to peel that back layer off, but I didn't. I left it on, and I just glued that on, tucked the bottom underneath, and look how cute. Those scalloped edges are just so sweet. I did go over the napkin with a Mod Podge just to give it a little bit more durability. I'm going to add some thrifted flowers that I found at Goodwill. And if you remember last week, we had these candy jars filled with Easter candy and had them here on the coffee table for decor, but they did not last longer than 4 days. That candy got eaten as quick as I put it in those jars. We made these sweet little white risers with some scrap wood that we had. And there is the cloche that I found at the thrift shop in Pennsylvania. And I put my little bunny salt shaker under the cloche. And here are the flowers that I found at Goodwill. I'm just going to pick the ones that I think look best in the vase, so that we have a new centerpiece now for our coffee table since the candy's all gone. We don't have candy around here, and when it is around here, it doesn't stay because we have no self-control. And you know that whole concept of when you are restricted from something, once you get it, you can hardly contain yourself. Well, that's exactly what happened. And yes, I did eat some of that, or a lot of that. And my husband gifted me that lavender lemonade candle for Valentine's Day. And what a sweet scent for the springtime holiday. And if you guys are still here and enjoying this content, I ask again that you like our page, share with a friend, hit the notification bell so you don't miss an episode, and comment down below what has been your favorite project in this episode. I know I ask this every week, but that is just how you grow your channel here on YouTube, so I'm asking again. And this little shelf under our TV, I just feel like I can't get a good handle on it. I take these gaming systems away, I tuck these cords, and it just comes back. We have 2 other TVs in this house, and you think that maybe a gaming system could go in a different room. But when you have an 85-inch TV in your living room, that's where everybody wants to be. And overall, I am totally okay with it. I love that our boys can have their friends over and everybody feels comfortable here in our living room. But you know, when it comes to aesthetics, the cords and the gaming systems, yuck. Anyway, here's that cute little Peter Rabbit plate that I found in the Goodwill bins. And I am using some eucalyptus faux plants that I found at the thrift shops. I'm pulling those out and adding them here along the shelf just to fill it in and to hide some of those cords. I did remove a couple of the gaming systems, but you know, I tucked some of them behind the decor. And here's my little pepper shaker that I am putting in the bunny egg holder. It fit perfectly. And I'm filling in the rest of the space with the eucalyptus. And if you missed last week's episode, I will put a link down below where we made this beautiful egg garland that originally came from the Dollar Tree, and then I ripped some fabric that was a granny chic curtain from Goodwill and made the garland. The carrots we upcycled last week as well and added into this little basket from the Dollar Tree. The bunnies, the glass bunnies, the one laying down I did purchase new from Walmart for $8 and some cents, and then the standing bunny I got at Goodwill. The other egg holder, I had a leftover egg from the He Is Risen egg garland we made in last week's episode. So I am going to put that egg here in this egg holder to fill in that space. And then I just had some extra faux plants and a vase that I had thrifted in my stash that I put at the end there. It's a little hard to decorate this space because I think that I measured it and it's about 10 inches high from the bottom of the TV to the top of the shelf. So it does give me a little bit of a challenge, but I think that this arrangement is perfect for springtime. Thank you guys so much for coming back week after week and supporting our channel and watching our content. Again, I just ask if you like, share, and subscribe. I have really been enjoying getting to know some of you, and how we do that is through the comment section. So please leave a comment and engage with me. I hope that you guys have an amazing Easter season and are getting ready for the sunshine and warmth of spring. Until next week, friends, have a great week. Bye-bye.